Nice.
Okay, hello everyone. So, if you follow me on Twitter, or you check the community page on YouTube recently, you'll know that there was a bit of a predicament. So, I know I've mentioned this and I'm just going to say it before we start playing here so I can kind of explain a little bit more about what I'm doing. So, I realized I was going to be gone for the whole week. Like, I wasn't going to be able to stream at all. And so I was like, oh crap, I only have like 2 days to pre-record something because I won't even be here on Saturday. And I'd completely forgotten about it. So I was thinking about it and I was like, well, that's fine. I can pre-record myself going and farming for Jingyuan's weapon and then we'll get Jingyuan. Problem with that, Jingyuan's banner goes away by the time I'd actually be able to stream it. So I just went, you know what? I don't have a plan. I don't have a plan. So we're gonna wing it. I'm gonna pre-record myself doing what I can in the story, so that way we can actually get to the point where we're farming. I can do stuff off stream to basically, like, I'm not gonna do any like quests or anything like that off stream. It would mostly just be like getting level up material, redoing anything in Simulated Universe that I've already done on stream. So for instance, if like, let's say I get to World 3, if I have completed World 3 on stream, then I will farm World 3 off stream. If I have not completed World 3, then guess what? I'm not farming World 3. So that's currently where that stands here. And then I'm trying to think. So like, I'm basically gonna go ahead and take a little bit of a break. I know again, I've said it on stream, but things have gotten really busy. And so not like super busy, but just, I think I'm gonna be pushing the stream times around a lot if I decide I'm gonna stream at all during that period of time. So to keep everybody else from having a headache about it, and also to just preserve my own sanity a little bit, I'm just gonna take a break for the next like 2-3 weeks. Nice. I think it's 3 weeks. Hold on, let me check the calendar here. I think it's 3. Ah, dang it. Calendar's not working. Dang it. Oh well, I guess it's because I have Honkai open on the other screen. I think it's 3 weeks. And if that's the case, then I can take the time to, one, actually try to be more active on Twitter. So my plan is to use that time, because I'm terrible at being on Twitter. I'm terrible at being on social media in general. Like, I just use TikTok, and that's it. And it's just to pass the time. Like, I'm not like really on. It's just to pass the time, and sometimes I post clips there. So I just need to get better at using social media. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 3-week period to be way more active on Twitter. I'm actually going to come up with this is number 2. I'm going to come up with a better like stream schedule. See if I can revise the one I've got to maybe be something better. Things have gotten a bit more flexible, and it'll be more so after the next couple of weeks when everything kind of slows down. So the plan is I'm gonna take the time to refine that a little bit to make it so that even on a busy series of days, I can pretty much say that yes, I'm actually totally fine to, you know, consistently make this day a good day for streaming. And then the other thing is, I'm actually gonna make a plan. I've been just going kind of like 1 or 2 games at a time. To where like I only know 1 or 2 games ahead of what I'm doing. And since right now I don't quite know exactly what to do next, and I've got like, I've written out a list, and I've even created a wish list on Steam just so I can always make sure that I've got a list of games that I always know that I want to play. So that's what I'm gonna do in that time, is refine that. But for now, the reason I'm doing this is in last stream, I messed up. I pulled on the wrong banner and got Jingyuan's weapon on the second pull. because I did the first pull and then the 10 pull, and he was the first. His weapon was the first one on the 10 pull. I wasn't gonna push for Jing Yuan. I would have loved to have had Jing Yuan, but I was in no way gonna push for him and be like, I've got to get him. Unfortunately, now I have to because I have his weapon. I and the only other character that I wanted that I was like, I knew was coming and was like, yeah, I think it'd be good to get that character was Yukong.
Nice.
Yukong's gonna be free, so I've got nothing to really save for except maybe Silverwolf, but I don't know yet if I'm gonna go for Silverwolf or not, because I do want to go for Kafka, because Kafka was rumored for 1.3, I think. So anyway, that's the long and short of it. I've been talking for 5 minutes. Just a short 3-week break. I figure we'll breeze through a lot of this story in Honkai, just so that way we have the story, at least in some form, on the channel. Because it was really important to me that this game be played mostly for the story. Like, I won't probably be playing this game a whole lot outside of doing quests and stuff. But that's, I don't know, because I haven't made it to the farming point yet, and what'll happen is I'll do a stream where I'm just playing the game. And then if for some reason I'm like, you know what, that was probably not as much fun to watch as I thought. You know, just a whole stream of me farming and talking. But who knows, maybe it could be fun, because the chat was hopping last time. And I was trying to focus on the story while also focus on chat.
Nice.
And I think if it was a farming stream, it'd actually be way more fun to just farm in this game and then chat. I think that would be really cool. So that's my goal. That's part of the reason we're doing this, is just to refine the Honkai Star Rail content a little bit. Buffer it out just for a short 2-3 week break so I can get some stuff together. And then we'll jump back into it, and I'll actually have like a running list of like, okay, here are the games that we're going to play in order. And then if anything changes, obviously that list will change, but like I'm gonna hopefully try to get like 5 games planned out to say like, here are the next 5 games we're gonna play, and I can probably stream them pretty darn quickly, or this one's gonna take a while, so we'll stagger it, you know. Yeah, that's a little glimpse into my content creation world there, but for now we're gonna go talk to Pom Pom, because like I said, I do farming off stream with like, I really only have the calyx open. So I've just been farming the golden calyx for level up material and weapon material. Like, I think the only thing I really did was, everyone is level 30 now. I can't remember if I did that on stream, but like Japard, I went ahead, brought him to 30, his weapon's 30. We can't do anything else because we gotta raise our world level. That's not what it's called in this game, unfortunately. It's called something completely different, but Genshin says world level, so I say world level. But yeah, the only one I need to work on next is Natasha, and I think it was just because I didn't have any of these. Yeah. So that's all we have so far. I probably need to build one of these two just for the fire aspect of it. But that's all I've done off stream. And then I leveled up. Someone used my character. Oh. They used my meager little March 7th. Yeah, I'm level 18 now. So that's all I did, and that was just from farming, and I haven't even collected the rewards. That's why I'm back here first. So, Pom Pom, what did you call me back for? Pom Pom is so clumsy at messaging people and keeps pressing the wrong thing. Come back regularly and see Pom Pom face to face, Shinji. Pom Pom called you back this time for a very simple reason. Shinji, have you ever been a bit confused? Have you ever been a bit confused or troubled on your journey of growth? Not at all. Why, that's really? Oh, where do we go from here then? The book doesn't cover how to respond to that kind of answer. Anyway, it's great to see your continued growth, Shinji. Here's a reward for you. Quick, take it. And about what just happened to Pom Pom, please don't tell anyone. It was a minor slip up. I don't really know what that was for. I think it was just like free primordial jade. Hang on. Oh yeah, I think it was just free primordial jade, which is nice. I hope I'm not too loud. It's kind of harder when you're not streaming because I'm monitoring the audio levels, but I can't fully tell. All right, 17. Ooh, that's going on March 7th. All right. Let's actually go ahead and... I don't even know if they're going to be... Oh, I can't put relics on yet. Oh, okay then. All right, well, that just means we're going to go... talk to Natasha.
Wanna go take some pictures?
We'll be Shinji. Ah, look at her. Natasha. Future Shinji, please put up a picture of Natasha and Honkai Impact so we can just kind of simp over the both of them. Hang on, hang on. There we go. Look how beautiful they are. Man, the character design from MiHoYo is awesome. Just collect stuff here.
How are you feeling? Any aches or pains?
I feel feelings for you. Oh dear, this is gonna be a bad one. I've got migraines all over my body.
I hope you're joking. That's either an interesting metaphor or you hit your head. Well, now that you're awake, you should probably try moving your limbs. I'm Natasha, a doctor in the underground. You've already spent a day in my clinic.
Nice to meet you. I'm Shinji.
Nice to meet you too. You're very polite. Sampo's
Oh,
gone
thank
to
you.
clear up a mess of his own making. So I'm looking after you in the meantime. Based on your current state, I don't think there's any cause for alarm. You seem perfectly healthy. So if you don't mind, I'll go and take a look at the other patients.
Why did I pass out?
Sampo just told me that you lost consciousness. He didn't say why. Still, I'll wager it had something to do with him. He's always tinkering with his devices. Anyway, the opinion of the clinic is that none of you have come to harm.
People were following
Sampo
us.
told me. Don't worry, the Silvermane guards won't follow you below ground. We've been cut off from the surface for many years. Even when things were at their worst down here, they never showed. Of course, I don't know the whole story behind why the architects ordered the lockdown. Who knows? Thanks to you, they might finally be about to lift it. Something that wildfires wanted to achieve for a long time now.
What's our medical bill?
Oh, please, you needn't worry. You've just been asleep for a while. I barely had to lift a finger. I might have exaggerated your condition for Sampo's years, but that guy owes me. You better bring me back some medicine.
Where are my friends?
They've been up for a while already. The young guy with the dark hair left first. He went with Sampo. Your rowdier friend took off soon after waking up. I imagine she's taking a stroll nearby. As for the girl in the Silvermane guard uniform, I told Sampo to watch her, but it seems that he left his post, and she made a run for it.
I need to meet up with them.
Sure, but don't push yourself. If you start feeling unwell, come straight back and tell me. And if you
The
run
coughing.
into any trouble, you can try asking for Wildfire. It's a grassroots organization. Think of it as the Silvermane Guards of the Underground, but less stone-hearted.
Thank you, Dr. Natasha.
No need to thank me. It's a doctor's duty to heal.
I gotta find March 7th
All
and get it
right.
off. But where should I start?
I guess we just go out that way. She has a tooth on there. I don't know why that thing. Oh wait, let's collect that. That thing about the medical bill. That reminded me for some reason of that line by Al Haytham where he's like, Kaveh gave all of his money to feed or to like get medicine for sick children, and he's like, "This is Sumeru, where even healthcare is free." That line kills me every time. Lost World. March 7th.
So,
Oh, and look.
you promise that if I win hide and seek, you'll tell Big Sister March all the ins and outs. Yep,
Big Sister
all
March.
broken out. What does that mean? It just means you'll tell me all the details. No hiding anything and no telling fibs. Hook isn't an overgrounder, you know. Hook never tells fibs. Yeah, never.
Careful there, buddy. You're gonna grow up to be the brown noser, I can tell.
Well, that's settled then. Okay, let's play. Huh? You? When did you get here?
Oh, that smile. Not that long, big sister.
Quit acting like a child. It's like this. After I woke up, that doctor said Sampo had taken Don Hong with him. I went around in circles trying to find the blue-haired scoundrel and bumped into these kids. They say they know where he is, but they said I had to join the moles or something if I wanted to find out. And to do that, I had to prove my strength by winning a game of hide and seek. Do you get it?
I get it. Well, best of luck. Oh, I get it. You're being bullied by children.
So what if I am? Why don't you help me, huh?
I love March 7th.
Hey, are you done with your secret talk? The most time is precious. Yeah, precious. Okay, we're done. Pitch Dark Hook the Great. This is my friend.
Why does
He
that
also
sign in
wants
the
to join
background look like
Can we
acid?
play too?
It's like, watch out for... I know it's supposed to be like, watch out for falling rocks, but it looks like acid, and it's just like... Can you imagine living here and just have like acid? Just, like, that's just a common thing. It's just like, oh, Bill's not at work today. Oh, yeah, no, he got hit by an acid cloud. Oh, dang, that sucks, man. Hope he's okay. No, it's just his bones now. That's gotta suck.
Phew, I guess so. Then, you guys are seeking.
Boss, they don't seem very smart. Why don't we do a practice one first?
You're right, Julian. Okay, let's do a practice one. I'll hide. You two have to find me. So, you kids think you're better than us, huh? Just you wait and see.
She's pretty.
It's simple. When you see one of them, you just have to catch them. Ha! Gotcha!
That was easy.
So what? It's just a practice. Wait until we're playing for real. You'll see. Bring it on. All right. Now we're playing for real. You gotta count to 50 before you open your eyes. No cheating. 47, 48, 49, 50. Ready or not, here I come, naughty children. The moles haven't lost a game for ages.
Alright.
Got it yet? We're the underground great
Ooh.
hiders and seekers.
Are you one of them? Yeah.
Haha, I caught you. Doesn't count unless you can answer this question.
We're quizzed. Show me the rule book.
What? But we caught you. What's with the Q&A? I thought I had you there.
No. Sorry.
Something's not right. That guy's been staring at us this whole time. Hide and seek might have to wait. Let's see what he wants.
Oh. Seemingly adult.
My instincts are telling me something's not right with this guy. But
He's looking taller and older.
That's because I'm tall and old. I'm a grown man. Ask anyone.
He's just two small kids. It's just two of them in a trench coat. We're just two kids in a trench coat.
all right, the jig is up. Your voice gave it away.
How did you do that, though?
But I'm Julian of 1,000 Faces. Why did you have to talk to me? My reputation is ruined.
You're
What will the boss think?
1,000 faces. Hold on. That explains the disguise. That doesn't explain how you grew 3 feet.
No need for the melodrama. That was still a magical performance.
That kid's going places. He could honestly probably impersonate Cocolia and just like take over all of Bellabog, and it would be like a situation where it'd be like, I'm the real Cocolia. No, I'm the real Cocolia. And then they actually kill the real Cocolia. And he's like, good job, everyone. You did what I wanted. Alright, we're missing one. Is it in here? The dumpster is shining. Someone threw 3 pieces of geomarrow in it. The person threw it so heavily that shards of the ore scattered all over the trash can. You have no idea where the anger of that person stems from. Neither can you understand this behavior. After all, geomarrow is valuable as gold in the underground. Would you throw money even in a fit of anger? I don't know. I'm gonna say certainly not. That's right. Now let's end the conversation here. It's really boring to talk about dumpsters and money. The dumpster evokes a special emotion in you, unrelated to its location, appearance, and olfactory triggers. It's a sense of hiding from the world as well as a hint of preternatural coziness. A wrinkly piece of paper is stuck on the lid of the dumpster with the number 81 on it. Open? You see a shabby room with a set of wrinkled yellowish bedding, a pillow made from a gunny sack, 2 opened bread-flavored soda. Oh. A pair of miner's boots, a torn-out book whose words can no longer be distinguished, as well as a knife. Looks like someone used this dumpster as their humble living quarters. Bread-flavored soda. Was it... What kind of bread? Like, are we talking like... Oh my word, now I've got questions. White? Wheat? Pita? Does Subway exist in this world? Italian urban cheese? What were you drinking, my guy?
Nice.
This is gonna haunt me. Because my first thought is, well, the underground doesn't get many resources, so bread-flavored soda probably is just white bread, right? But then, like, what if it's not? Like, you can make any bread.
Nice.
Hold on. I guess white is the most likely option, but there's so many other choices. So many other flavorful choices, too. If it's baguette flavored, does it choke you on the way down? Because, like, is that like alcoholic because baguettes are hard and, that would make the soda hard? I don't know. I've got some things I gotta work on now.
Clocking off.
There you are. Oh.
Don't run. I got you, Hook. It's not fair. I'm the boss of the moles. How can I lose to a bunch of villains? Do your worst. I'm not afraid. What are they feeding you kids down here?
Freaking love. Look.
I'm sorry, boss. I failed.
Hook is just small fishel.
Darn! How did you see through Julian's disguise? What villainy is this? Those with keen eyes see the dust between the stars. I came up with that, by the way.
With my help.
Yeah. You're in the footnotes somewhere.
Wow. Okay, March.
So, Pitch Dark Hook the Great. You can tell us now, right? Yes. The boss of the moles is true to her word. Hook saw the blue-haired guy take your dark-haired friend to the fight club. The fight club?
I thought the first rule
You
was...
don't talk about it.
I have not seen Fight Club, but I know the reference.
Is this more secret talk? Pitch Dark Hook the Great. Where is the fight club? Can you show us the way? But it's an obvious building. Grown-ups are just useless. Come with Hook. I'll take you over. Thanks, oh great one. That's Pitch Dark Hook the Great to you. Who said you could shorten my title?
The
A
shade.
club just for fighting. Who knew undergrounders had such brutal hobbies? In fact, it's awesome! They let you take part? When did this place last have an inspection? Loads of kids take part.
You know what? What?
Oh, despicable. My criminal activity senses are tingling.
Oh my word. Is it like a Toph situation though, where like the adults show up and they're like, they pair me against a child, and the child's just like, I'm better than you. Like, are they actually formidable, or do they have matches where like the guy, like there's a guy in the back and they're like, okay, we're getting ready for your match, Mr. Destroyer of Worlds, and he's like, oh yeah, let's go. And then they're like, by the way, you're not going to take the championship this time. Your first opponent is a kid named like Carl or something. And he's like, what do you mean I'm not taking it? We've been planning for this for like months now, that this was going to be my championship match. He's like, yeah, but he was having a real hard time, and he was crying a lot, and we were just like, you know what, just postpone it for tonight, let him defeat you, and then you can take home the championship. And he's like, fine. And then like they get out on the ring, and he's like, he just sits, and then everyone's just kind of staring, and then the professional guy's just like, oh, the invisible hand, and just like falls over. I don't know where I'm going with any of this. Hook's just like, what is wrong with you? Why are you just standing there?
We're here! This is it! Hook's gonna go fight. See you later! Who's in charge here? How can they just let kids attack each other? The moles are in charge, that's who. But only the kids. Wildfire's in charge of grown-ups.
Oh, so there's divisions. Oh, okay. At least that's what it sounds like. That there's like a kids division, and then there's the adult division. Okay, that makes way more sense. So the moles control this whole area?
The moles control everything underground. Ooh, they need one more player there. I gotta go. If you ever want to fight, come find me.
My friend.
This kind of reminds me of Tower of Fantasy.
Brothers and sisters, are you ready for today's most spectacular, spine-tingling, earth-shattering
Oh, she's so
contest?
cute. I love her face.
On one side, recommended by tall, blue, and handsome, the unsmiling, pulverizing power of the new kid on the block, Cold Dragon Young. And his opponent is none other than the unfeeling, incendiary, explosive might of Team Robomatic. All praise to Boss Farah, given that no other fighter was willing to take on the strength of Team Robomatic. Cold Dragon Young will face off against these opponents alone. On learning his fate, the brave young fighter had one thing to say: whatever! And so, let the semifinals of the 1,758th Fighting King Challenge begin!
Quick, let's help him.
Oh, brothers and sisters, an unexpected turn of events.
He's just like, why are you guys here? I didn't invite you. I had this.
It looks like they want to team up with Cold Dragon Young.
So you're awake.
Yeah, the first thing we did was go look for you. And now that we found you, we're trying to make sure you don't get your butt kicked. You're welcome.
Mark 7th is like, yeah, we're useful in case you forgot.
Brothers and sisters, you can feel their passion.
Actually, I might shrink myself a
The
bit here. Hang
magnetic
on.
pull of this electric sport is undeniable. But let me reiterate,
Didn't really do much
these
to
competitions are for professionals
open up
only.
dialogue. Oh well.
Whatever you
We'll
do,
leave it.
kids, don't try this at home.
Small Shinji.
And Cold Dragon Young is signaling that the contest will go ahead. He's just itching to get into it. And so are we. It's the Iron Fist of Cold Dragon Young and friends versus
And
the
friends.
Iron Skin of Team Robomatic.
I can take them on my own, you know.
We need to work on your emotional intelligence.
Wait a second. Hold the line. Who says that in Genshin? Kokomi. Kokomi says that. I just want to go. No, hold the line. Yeah, I was hoping to not obscure the dialogue as
No
much,
interesting
but I think
context.
I'm gonna end up obscuring most of the dialogue, unfortunately. But anyway, as I was saying before, oh, I should have gone for the guy in the middle. Should have totally gone for the guy in the middle. This reminds me of that section in Tower of Fantasy, if you've played it, where they make you go through like a tournament, like a fighting tournament. I've always thought it was a weird part of the game. I had a really hard time getting into Tower of Fantasy. It was really good, and the character creation system was top tier. One of the better character creators I've used in a really long time. I just had trouble getting into the game.
Cold Dragon Young and his last-minute admirers emerge victorious.
March 7th is like, what? I love March 7th.
Admirers? How come we don't get cool nicknames?
So Cold Dragon Younger and Cold Dragon Youngest?
Forget it. I think our taste in nicknames is different. Hey, look, it's Sampo.
He's like, gotta go, guys. You brought the Ice Queen. We've got an explanation to demand.
Let's get after him.
Oh, hey, I might be able to ascend Noelle soon.
That guy can't have
Noelle,
gotten too
Natasha.
far. Let's search nearby.
I guess over here? Seems like. Yeah, there he is.
Hey, it's you! I was just thinking to myself, am I getting robbed? Who are these people following me? So, you know, you start to walk a little faster. And anywho, if I had just turned around, I could have thrown open my arms and said a big hi to my old friends.
Save it. You saw us in there and got scared, so you pulled a runner.
Me? Scared? Oh, my friends, what do I have to fear? Surely I haven't done anything to offend you.
You threw us to the Silvermane guards.
Whoa. Rewind. If I hadn't made a break for it, Japard would have caught. Meanwhile,
Oh, dang
there
it.
I was,
I was
looking out for you.
I was trying to click
from
back into the
shadows.
game.
Do you know how difficult it was to make an entrance? They were watching you the whole time. I had no choice but to take you guys down here. It was too dangerous for us on the surface. We're wanted criminals. Sure, the underworld has its drawbacks, but at least the guards would never follow us. We're safe here.
Be that as it may, did you really have to poison us?
He went right to it.
Maybe you've forgotten, but we were in a tight spot, my friend. There was no time to think. I had to use whatever I could.
So it wasn't to cover anything up? A secret that you didn't want anyone, including us, to find out?
Don Hung, what secret?
Well, I'm not certain yet. But there's more to our friend here than meets the eye.
You win. I'll help you to the best of my ability, free of charge, I might add. But please, don't spread rumors about me. All right, to prove my sincerity, I'll introduce you to Wildfire. If you're looking for something down here, they're the ones to ask.
Why should we get to know Wildfire?
Because you're looking for something? Why are you asking? Dan Hung told me you guys were searching for a... what's the... Stellaron. Sounded pretty powerful. If anyone has a clue on its whereabouts, it'll be Wildfire.
You said I'd uncover a clue if I became the Fight Club champion.
Yeah. I mean, if you fought in the final round and won, you'd have incredible street cred right now. Wildfire wouldn't think twice about talking with you. I don't see the problem.
I don't really believe that. Why would Wildfire want to help us?
Well, there's no such thing as a free lunch, of course. Wildfire has no reason to help you yet, so we'll just have to give them one. With your talents, we have nothing to worry about. I'm telling you, no matter where you go, there's only one rule to getting things done. Find the demand. You know, like supply and demand. Anyway, The underground has been sealed off for more than a decade. But do you think people here are just resigned to their fate?
What kind of organization is Wildfire?
Well, if you want my opinion, they're a bunch of artless, stubborn fools. But who cares what I think, huh? They're a band of do-gooders who sprung up to maintain order in the underground after the Silvermane guards withdrew. Wildfire set up shop. Still, don't underestimate them. We walk in the presence of giants. Have you heard that saying before? Well, Wildfire has giants in its midst. You'll see.
Lead the way, and don't try to pull anything this time.
Have a little faith. It's like I said. Sampo never lets friends who've helped him come to harm.
So, what does Wildfire do all day?
Everything. They keep the peace, uphold justice, fight for resources, distribute goods. The sliver of trust.
Oh, dang it.
Huh. Where's Joshua?
What are those shiny rocks?
This is geomarrow, an exothermic ore. The underground
Thought it
and
was
the
core
surface are
lapis.
sealed off from one another, right? Well, only the geomarrow transport line is still running. The underground sends ore to the surface, and the surface sends goods to the underground. At least in theory. Most undergrounders are miners, and this is what they mine for a living. You know, if we didn't have geomarrow to burn, this world would have frozen to death long ago. All right, let's keep moving. The person I was looking for isn't here.
Thought it was core lapis. I was like, I need that. I don't remember for who though. It wasn't building Changyu. It may have been for Kuching.
Old Oleg isn't here either? Where is everyone?
So you're leading us on another wild goose chase?
I wouldn't dare. Trust me, we're getting close.
Huh? What's that huge structure in the distance?
Oh, that's the furnace core. It's the pillar that connects the underworld and the overworld. People used to travel up and down that thing, but then...
Then what?
It's a long story. In any case, practically nothing moves up or down anymore.
Except you.
Oh, come on, my dear fellow. I thought we weren't going to discuss this. I beg you, the fewer rumors there are about me, the better.
It's like he's trying so hard to be charming, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's like a love to hate kind of feeling, you know?
Zila's usually always out on patrol here at this time. What's Wildfire up to? Are they
Oh,
avoiding
Bronya.
me?
Hey, look! Who is that?
Is that Bronya?
It looks like she's in trouble.
My friends, don't just stand there. This drama doesn't need any more bystanders.
Oh? You know, it might be interesting to see you get in trouble.
We should avoid attracting too much attention. We can't just leave her.
Danhung's, 7th is right. Does anyone have popcorn?
I was kidding. And get your own opinion. But I agree with Don Hung. We can't just leave her to the bullies.
Well said. The young lady is wise and righteous.
Let's help her.
All right, princess. Let's dispense with the pleasantries.
She's so cool.
Dare touch someone on our turf? How about a few rounds?
She's so cool.
Darn it! Quick, disperse!
Spineless thugs.
Miss Zila, phew. It's a good thing you showed up when you did. My heartfelt thanks. These vagrants have got some nerve looking for trouble in Wildfire Terra.
Shut it, Sampo. This is you written all over it. Wildfire has countless issues on its plate right now. We don't need a side order of Koski. I hear Silvermane Guard is paying the underworld a visit. Is that you?
You kidnapped me and brought me to the underground. What is the meaning of this.
Listen to her. What is the meaning of this? She still thinks she's an overworld princess. Do you know what's become of us down here while you live the easy life? Did you even consider the fate of the underworlders?
The Silvermane guards aren't living the easy life. We are constantly engaged with the enemy, defending Belobog from the scourge of attacking monsters and protecting all those above and below the surface.
Do you even hear yourself? You protect the underground? Redeploying every guard to the surface? Sealing off the only passageway? Protecting the so-called architects, more like it.
The Madam Guardian has her reasons.
Enough talk. You're coming with me. Chief Oleg wants to see you, and he's got more than a few questions.
Perfect, Miss Hila. We were just on our way to pay Chief Oleg a visit ourselves. Room for a few more?
Fully booked. Who are they?
I'm Shinji.
What good is your name by itself?
Well, it's like this. The chief's in the market for specific talent. An urgent request, so I'm taking them to see him.
We're looking for a Stellaron. It's the source of all the disasters here. If we find it, we can...
I would recommend you not recite your story to everyone you meet. Miss Hila won't understand it anyway, so let's save it for the chief, huh?
You're right. I don't understand it. And I don't plan on passing the message on either. Wildfire's encountered trouble at the Great Mine. The chief's busy. If you really want to find him, come look for me at the mine entrance. I'm leaving.
Oh, yay! We can do the daily stuff now. Daily training. We'll probably do this at the end. Ooh, and assignments? Okay, hold on. We're gonna do that real quick. Yes, I want everything. There we go. Oh, lots of things updated here. Okay. Oh, we can go back to the simulated universe, but I think... Yeah, I'm not sure. Messages. Herta. Upgrade is done. Come test. Beg me. I beg you. Come test. If there's one thing I've learned, the best way to shut down someone just being, like, trolly like this, just do what they want. It's so funny because they're kind of faced with their own, like, idiocy. I've done this so many times where people, and then they'll just look at me and be like, okay, Shinji. And I'm like, well, you asked. Alright, so let's claim Nameless Honor too. Oh, well this is new. We haven't done this yet. Claim everything here. Uh, 21, okay. Alright, so... Oh, and synthesize, okay. Cool. We'll make a diet fried rice. Oh man, fried rice sounds delicious right now. Alright, we'll come back to that. Oh, and tutorial section. Okay, so... We're still navigating to it? Okay. To the entrance of the mine. Because I think you gotta be pretty high up for simulated universe, right? If I remember correctly. I can't remember how much World 2 was.
Hey,
we'll find
you
out at the
came.
end.
That was fast.
What is Wildfire doing in the mine?
Didn't I tell you? Long story short, the underground used to have many mines. However, in recent years, Some sort of corrosion called the fragmentum started to spread. It's ruined a lot of mines. The one we're heading into is relatively unaffected. A bunch of vagrants made it their home after their old turf was consumed by the fragmentum. Actually, most of them are pretty honest folks. But with such a large group, it's inevitable that troublemakers will find their way in. They've been stealing stuff from the miners and picking fights. And that's not the worst of it. Things are much more serious this time. For 2 days now, huge clashes have been breaking out between the miners and the vagrants. It isn't pretty. Mines are our lifelines in the underworld. We have to keep providing geomarrow to the overworld in exchange for supplies. In order to quell the situation, Chief Oleg brought wildfire into the mine and left me in charge of security for the towns. But the situation in the mine is critical. I have to back him up.
Understood, let's go.
As for you, the Chief will decide your fate when we see him.
Good. I've been wanting to come face to face with the leader of the underworld.
You're about to come face to face with reality.
You could tell she mulled over that one for a really long time to come up with it.
Huh? Isn't that the doctor lady?
What's Natasha doing here?
Looking for chests.
Things must be worse than I thought. Nat, I didn't think you'd be here. Where's Oleg?
Hey, Zila and Sampo's guests. So it looks like you've already met. I haven't seen Oleg. The miners said they saw him take a group further in.
What are you doing here?
I heard that the miners had been having violent clashes with local thugs, with significant numbers of wounded. I hurried over here to see if I could help. You see these people? They're all miners and their family members. They want an explanation from the instigators. This area up ahead is a vagrant dwelling, but they've sealed off the entrance. I guess they're afraid that angry miners might try to take revenge.
How could the situation here become such a mess?
I heard that First Mining Team found a geomarrow vein with incredible deposits. The initial estimate put it at the largest discovery in the last 30 years.
Are you serious? That's big news. How come I never heard about it?
Well, they weren't in a hurry to make it known. Most of the mines have been contaminated by the fragmentum. Many people are out of work. They were afraid of being overwhelmed if they let the word out. But the vagrants here have keen eyes. They couldn't keep it hidden from them. Some local gangs wanted to profit from the situation, so they blackmailed the mining team for hush money. And that was the final straw.
That's the price of guarding a secret.
I can understand your thinking. It's just that the underground is in difficult straits. And that's how the clash started. Now both sides are dealing with heavy losses. So, are you guys here to help resolve the conflict?
They're here because they need a favor from Chief Oleg. I'm escorting them. And seeing as you need that helping hand, it wouldn't be too much to ask you to lend one here first, right?
Of course we want to help. We care about other people too, you know.
We came here willing to help out.
Oh, that's
I love her
quite
face.
nice of you.
I believe we're dealing with kind-hearted people here, Zila. As you've all seen, the situation down here is, strained. If you can, we would really appreciate you helping the people.
Ah, relics. Oh, wrong button. Oh, it wants me to use the mouse. We select relic. We equip relic. We select relic. We equip relic. Why'd you only give us 2? Fine. Well, now I can finally give March 7th her relics. I don't even know if they're good, but who knows? Can I enhance them? Not really. We'll leave it at that. Found some strange items. Relics. 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 These are relics. Thanks. So what's a relic? A construct made from a data stream. Many believe they're linked to stellarons and the fragmentum phenomenon. What we refer to as relics are objects corroded by the fragmentum whose data is saved and then reconstructed. Thanks. So what's a relic? You could consult Herta. She's an expert in relic research. Alright. Oh, wrong button. Okay. Ah, come on. Where's the... There it is. We have a 4-set relic. We can't get relics, though, I guess. That kind of sucks. Let's see. Complete world... Simulated universe world 1. Complete the past will return as an avalanche. Level 19, though. That's awesome. Alright. I guess we go up here.
The giant ore vein. The one they discovered. That must be where the clashes are centered. Come on, let's get to higher ground and take a look.
That person up ahead, is he asleep?
Let's head up and take a look. He might need help.
He sleep.
Falling asleep in a place like this. Impressive. Hey, wakey wakey. You'll get mushrooms growing on your head.
What? Mushroom bread? I can't see it on the menu. Huh? Marcela!
Have you got a death wish or something? How can you sleep here? Get back to safety and take shelter.
Take shelter? I remember now. These guys came out of nowhere and got into a fight with the mining team. At the time, I was exhausted. I'd hardly run a few feet when one of them caught me. If it weren't for Wildfire, they'd have stolen the clothes off my back.
And where did Wildfire go?
Further in, I guess. Those thugs took control of the vein ages ago, and they're fully armed. We poor, defenseless, good folks were no match for them. It's only thanks to Wildfire that the Great Mine hasn't fallen into their hands completely.
It seems like Chief Oleg must be up ahead. Hurry up and get back to safety. Look for Nat. And try not to get into another scrap along the way.
Okay. Thank you for, getting me on my feet. If I get back soon enough, I'll have time for a nap.
I recognize that woman. That's Elaine from First Mining Team. Quick, let's get up there and see if she's wounded. Elaine! Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Zila, thank goodness. I'm fine. Just a couple of sprains. You've got good timing. Those vagrants were asking me about the robots, but I don't know anything.
Robots?
Oh, don't you know? The intersection of the Great Mine has been seized by a band of robots. Neither the mining team nor the vagrants can get anywhere near.
New challengers enter. About time. Human-only conflicts are so boring.
Does anyone know where the robots come from?
At first, we thought that a collective fault had occurred in the excavation machines. But then we found out that those machines didn't even belong to the mining team. They came out of nowhere and pushed the vagrants and us back. Then they blocked off the only tunnels into the intersection.
Maybe someone's playing tricks?
There's no way anyone in the mining team is behind this. Operating a single unit is tiring enough, but a whole group? Impossible.
Then there's only one possibility. Boss Svarog.
Svarog? That name sounds familiar.
You remember the robots we defeated in the boxing gym?
Oh, Boss Svarog's robots. What's his deal?
Let's just say he's not to be trifled with. Let's go and find some other people. Elaine, can you make it back to safety?
No problem. Zila and the rest of you, be careful.
Robots? Aligned against humans? I've never heard of such a thing. Machines.
Oh, dang it.
Is this elevator broken? Why isn't it responding?
Why are you worried about this piece of junk? Do you really want to go down there and be a live target for the robots?
But if we evacuate, then haven't we lost out?
You idiots. We'll just steal off the miners. Look, I saw with my own eyes. They managed to bag some geomarrow. This is a perfect opportunity.
Oh, good idea.
Shameless. Still after the miners, are you? Time to teach you a lesson.
Woo! Let's go.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
It's too late to repent.
No need to alt anymore.
Commencing support.
This takes care of it.
Let's go.
All done.
Fleeing at the first sign of danger. That's all they're good for.
Huh? What's this? Did those guys leave it behind? Whoa! What the heck? Beep, beep, beep! Searching for potential user. Beep, beep, beep! Voice print detected. Looking up corresponding identity information. Oh my, it's an alien!
It sounds like Klee's voice actress.
Hey, it talks! And it knows that we aren't from this planet?
It doesn't seem to be technology from here. Look, it even has an Interastral Peace Corporation logo on it. Perhaps it's an antiquity left behind by some past interstellar traveler.
Beep, beep, beep. Your mom's an antiquity. Beep, beep, beep. Whatever. So you aliens know about the Interastral Peace Corporation? That's great. Beep, beep, beep. Self-introduction. I am Richard, the home use object finder. Model information. Version 0.63. Professional model. Annual deluxe package. Nickname? Findy. A home use object finder? Who knew the IPC made these kinds of products? Beep, beep, beep. My brainwave scanner module is damaged. Please send me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store near you for free repair within the warranty period of 232 years, 84 days. Beep, beep, beep. Alien, please take me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store to conduct repairs. What? This fella's already broken. What should we do? Take it with us?
My inventory's already maxed out.
You need to log out once in a while.
Let's take it with us. It doesn't take up much room. And if it really is broken, there are trash cans everywhere.
Oof.
Beep, beep, beep. Not a trash can. Yes. When you need to find something you can't see, just call upon Findy. That's me.
Okay, I had a thought real quick. What if we stop here for now? Like, not like stop the video, but like stop the quest. And I also want to see, I haven't gotten any Cavern of Corrosion. Let's call it here for just this little portion. Let's go do the simulated universe bit. Because I don't think that will take super long, and I wanted to make sure that we had time for that. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing here. The official version of the simulated universe. Forget about the previous beta version. There are lots of changes. Do you want me to give you the patch notes? Nah, I'll figure it out myself. Alright, stay curious. Voila, the official simulated universe. The real game begins now. The official game contains multiple explorable worlds with progressive difficulty. All the fun features will be gradually unlocked. Look here, you'll earn points each time you clear a stage. We've already got some. Cool. Oh, I just skipped a whole bunch. Rewards and points here will be refreshed weekly. Cool. Now go and explore World 1. I'm sure you'll find some new stuff you've never seen before. We've unlocked some of the Aeons there. Alright, yeah, we'll do World 1. Oh, we get rewards for the first clear and stuff. And then exploring the domain earns you points that can be exchanged for rewards. Choose from people you know to join your team. Their abilities are consistent with your perception of them in reality. So we need quantum, physical, and wind. If you're fully prepared, then push this button, it'll teleport you to World 1. Alright, so physical. Let's go... Yeah, we'll go Qingcui, Danheng, Japard, and then Shinji. Let's go! Alright, we get cosmic fragments. While exploring the simulated universe, cosmic fragments can be obtained. 50 cosmic fragments are gifted at the start of each exploration. During exploration, consume cosmic fragments to acquire extra help. After completing at least one domain in the simulated universe in the last cycle, you can select one blessing of Trailblaze upon re-entry into the simulated universe. Let's go with one blessing. I guess we'll go with increased effect hit rate. Alright, let's see. Nothing around here? What's in here? Nothing. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, that was easy.
Clemency? Never heard of it. Let's go.
Cool, we're overpowered. Sweet. Blessings that have not been unlocked have been marked to help you collect them. Appropriate rewards will be provided when the index is unlocked. Let's do this one since we have Japard. Are you weak too? Okay. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh no! What are we gonna do?
I have no interest in stupid.
Oh, that was the wrong button. Well,
The truth of life and death revealed in
angry
this
alt.
sanctuary.
Take my alt
It's but a vision.
because I messed up. All done. Poor Qingcui. She hasn't gotten a chance to move yet. I feel like this is actually redundant for Japard. Really, this one. Saving some of the techniques for later. Because we only have 3 right now, so... we'll save the alt since this is just kind of the last area. Or the last battle in this area. I don't see any reason to waste it here.
You will know.
I don't really know what I'm doing with Qingcui. I haven't had a chance to like sit down and look at her skills and figure out what to do. 12 monkeys and angry men. The damage dealt by characters within a single follow-up attack. Yeah, but no one's using follow-ups. I guess we'll do this one. That might be the better option anyway. Elite domain. Oh, it's a boss fight. Right.
I'm with you.
Boost our defense. I don't know what that does. I wasn't paying attention, unfortunately.
Keep at it.
Oh no! What did I do? I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. We used all our techniques.
Rules are made to be broken.
Woo!
Move carefully.
I've already got him down halfway.
It's like gambling. You have to choose when to strike.
I'm not too concerned.
truth of life and death.
This will probably take him out.
It's but a vision.
Or am I putting too much faith in my Batong? I'm not. Absolutely not. When entering battle, characters gain a stackable special shield. It resets every 2 turns. After attacking enemies, the attacking character deals quake damage based on the current shield. I guess we'll do this one. It starts us off with a shield, and I think that's probably a good way to start a battle. Hey! Alright. Oh, character downloader. Let's get electric in here. Well, I can't remember if Serval, if I did anything there. Herta's puppet appears in the simulated universe. Having only communicated with you via voice before, it's a little surprising to see her manifesting like this. She looks at you expressionlessly. This is the resting area, giving you a place to catch your breath in an otherwise scary simulated universe. We hope you can restore your health, resurrect your team, buy equipment, and enhance your blessings here, Herta says irresponsibly. You can enhance blessings with me, and as for other functions, you can find them in the room itself. I need those other features too. Herta replies flippantly, as the game's master, I can make your blessings stronger or even make earth-shattering changes to them at the price of paying cosmic fragments. What's the point in collecting those otherwise? Now then, let's begin. You can enhance obtained blessings here. Blessings will become stronger after enhancing. Naturally, you have to pay for it. Cosmic fragments are required to enhance blessings, and each blessing can only be enhanced once. I guess we'll enhance this one. And I think that's all I can enhance, right? Yeah. So wait, you can revive people? I mean, no one's downed yet, but I actually would like to see that. Because I thought you couldn't use items in here. Oh well. Alright. Oh, he sees me. Gotta be quick. We'll switch to Japar here. Smack him in the knee, it looked like, right there.
This is our chance.
Wait for the
I hope you're prepared. The die is cast.
Oh, sweet. Wow, that went really well. Ooh, no, that one. I don't even care about the other ones. Oh, wait. Character skill and damage deal increased damage against... yeah, we'll just... Probably that one would be better. Just by a hair. Oh, dear. Was not paying attention. I still feel like I should save Japard's ult.
Clemency? Never heard of it. This is our chance. What about this?
Oh, you're weak to quantum, huh?
Don't need this style.
You will know justice. Step aside.
Really, I'm just gonna save everyone's ults for... I probably could have used them there, because then they would have gotten some energy back. I guess that one. Can't really use the other two, so we'll just go with that. Well, alt here.
Rules are made to be broken.
Yeah.
Upstage your welcome. Clemency? Never heard of it. The time is now.
That takes care of him.
Batter up.
That takes care of you. And Chingcho for the win. I feel like I'm not using Chingcho correct. Yeah, there we go. Currents. You see a man about 30 years old with an unremarkable appearance wearing a white shirt and brown suspenders. His eyes wander while he speaks as if avoiding something. I wanted to add some random events to this game to make it more fun, but I think the brainwave reader is on the fritz. So now the events you encounter will be a little more monotonous. Sorry about that. What are you talking about? Like, he stutters without looking at you. Like, this is a random event now. I wrote some templates, but the simulation currently doesn't have any way of converting them into content. So you'll just see the following. After speaking, the man disappears and a line of words materializes where he was standing. You have encountered a random event. I guess cosmic fragments. I don't think we need a blessing right now. Yeah, that's how monotonous, the man says as if he's genuinely sorry. Alright, I understand. Hopefully very soon, the man says earnestly. I really want you to have a good time. Really. Once again, I'm really sorry about that. Alright. I think this is the last one before... Because I think there were only 7 floors I saw. Let's get Pela in here. You encounter Herta. Uncaring, she looks at you expressionlessly. Congratulations, well done on getting here, Herta responds carelessly. You can use up all your cosmic fragments here to enhance your blessings. You won't get another chance to use them otherwise. Alright, let's, We'll enhance that one. We'll enhance this one. And can I enhance this one? Oh, that's max level reached, okay. We'll do that one. All right. Let's do this. We have, hold on, we have...
Feeling lucky.
I'm with you.
And
This
Don
was
Hung
strengthened
enhances
our position.
attack. Go, pretty boy. And we'll just...
In the name of Landau,
one after another.
here's the cold, hardens the will.
'Cause
We
why
shall
not?
never fall. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Luck of the draw. Please, 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 please. Looks like victory!
Smack.
Move carefully.
Let her up.
That's a set.
Ooh.
Wait for the tiles before you start counting.
Oh, it's an AoE. Japard's shield. Oh my word, that is off the charts. Oh, he's gone. We don't even need to
This is our
attack him
chance.
anymore.
Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to strike. Stay calm. Better late than never.
Yay! Okay, so I have to draw tiles with her.
Ends here.
Anyone ever played Mahjong? It's really good. Alright, look at that.
Unawares.
Exit simulated universe. Hey, we got a lot of stuff there. That's nice. How's your experience with the official version? If you find it easy, you can go challenge the next world. Apparently it's more difficult with stronger enemies. Screwlum said that according to this model, you have a 60% chance of losing the first time, but it's not like you'll actually lose anything. You'll clear it sooner or later. Are you folks really here to research Aeons? What are you talking about? Our goals haven't changed. Now run off and get ready. So what level is World 2? Can we do it? You can exchange Herta bonds for items here. Take what you need. We can't do that yet. But we do have some rewards, so we'll take that. Alright, and playing. Oh. Not bad. Oh, hey, did we just level up to 20? It looked like we leveled up. Or did we level up to 19? No, we leveled up to 20. Okay. So we can't level up the world level just yet. Oop, that's the wrong button. Alright, so let's keep going here. And we should be able to finish this out. Oop. And that'll get us just a little bit more, and then we'll go for a Jing Yuan. Oh, I actually think I'm gonna swap to Serval because I seem to remember down here there were some enemies weak to electric, and it always caused me issues. Do you have a light cone? You do have a light cone. I can't enhance it. Oh, I can enhance it. Perfect. Alright, now I'm confident you won't die. I was hoping we could do more of the simulated universe, because you get all kinds of good stuff for that, it looked like.
What was that?
It was me! And my baseball bat. What the heck? Let's just end it. No reason to push this forward any more than it needs to be. Oh! Well, they took more damage than I thought they... Or took less damage than I thought they would.
This song's just
Turn up the volume. What's this?
Japard, your sister is so hot.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Oh, hey there. There we go.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
There we go.
pretty good prep.
Let's rock.
Oh, wrong button.
This is our chance.
Step aside. I have a time now.
He's like, haha, I got you now. And March 7th's just like, what? What did you do?
You have the worst luck running into.
Yeah, there was no reason to really go all out there.
You couldn't have done it without me. Hey,
Chest.
what's that commotion? It sounds like there's a big argument happening. Let's get closer and take a look.
What's over here? More loot? Just a dead end.
Cowards and bullies. I don't remember you guys acting this tough around Svarog's minions. Did your parents never teach you what a backbone was?
We ain't stupid. Why would we risk our lives against the robots? And get off the high road. You can't just find a huge chunk of geomarrow and hog it all to yourselves.
This mine is our territory. The mining team is laboring here day in and day out. You guys don't even pretend like you're here to lend a hand. You're lazy. All you want is to profit off our sweat and tears. And you don't even try hiding it. Disgraceful.
Where does disgrace come into it when we can't even fill our stomachs, huh? I know your game. You're just waiting for us to starve to death so there's more food for your mining team.
It's a waste of time trying to reason with you. While you've been kicking up this fuss, the whole vein's been seized by robots. Now we're all in the same boat.
Right. We can't rely on the vein anymore. But don't forget which side brought loaded guns to the party.
Whoa, easy. What are you trying to pull off? I'm warning you, Wildfire are in the area.
Empty threat. Wildfire are stuck dealing with Svarog's minions. How are they gonna help you now? Unless you're planning on taking a bullet. Hand over the supplies and equipment.
They're getting ready to attack. Those miners are unarmed.
You shameless scoundrels!
Let's save them.
I'm going to. We can't let these thugs get away with whatever they like.
Bronya's getting into it. Aha! And who do we have here? Do you know whose territory this is?
Shut up. This is your territory. I'm in a hurry. I'll take you all in one go.
My tempo! Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all!
Pretty easy.
Oh, Zila, thank goodness you came. We were nearly,
Nothing but a few
Oh.
knuckleheads. I'm just glad you're okay. Antonia, have you seen Chief Oleg?
Oleg? He took a group into the intersection. Said it was to clear off the invading robots. They've been gone for a while now. If Wildfire was around, those thugs wouldn't have dared.
Seems like the core of this problem is Svarog's robots.
What do those robots want?
Your run-of-the-mill robots don't have a will of their own. Their aim is nearly Svarog's aim. The boss. He appeared suddenly after the guards were redeployed and became a major player in the underworld. Svarog claims to be a guardian of humanity, while the ownerless robots obey his commands. They've occupied the Furnace Core hub, and they're not letting anyone get close. Nobody knows why Svarog did any of this. He usually doesn't leave the Furnace Core and interfere unless some kind of disorder breaks out in the underworld.
Wait, a guardian of humanity? That can command robots? I've never heard of anything like.
Looks like your mighty architects weren't as all-knowing as you thought.
Can you two say anything without quarreling? This isn't the time! It sounds like there's danger waiting for us in the intersection. Can we still get through?
I want to meet Svarog and his minions.
Right. There's unfinished business here. The chief is still down there. It's only a bunch of scrap metal. What are we afraid of?
Oh, is Zila starting to appreciate our strength?
I'll be honest. You guys are hardworking. If everyone from Wildfire were as impressive as you on the battlefield, we wouldn't be so hard-pressed by Svarog. Antonia, can you take the mining team back through the entrance to meet up with Natasha?
Yeah, sure thing. But be careful. There are a lot of robots up ahead.
Alright. Calyx teleportation. Let's see. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Is this the right way? It looks like there's a roadblock up ahead.
I'll be the judge of that. Come on, let's take a closer look.
Investigate.
It's completely blocked by the mine cart. What do we do? Can we blow it up?
That would be ill-advised, but a really good idea.
Easy. It belongs to the mining team. We can't just destroy it. We should try and fix it.
Easier said than done. Do you know how?
Yeah, of course. Every underworlder worth their salt knows how to fix a minecart. Let me see. Even the pin connecting the body to the chassis is broken. Not to mention the rear wheel set bearing. This looks like the work of Svarog's minions. We need to find spare parts we can use nearby. We're wasting time. Beep, beep, beep! Friends, do you need to find something? Findy can help?
How come you just jumped out on your own, little fella? Isn't your module thingy broken?
Beep, beep, beep. My brainwave scanner module is indeed broken. However, manual input for search is still operable. Come on, input the name of the object you were looking for. Findy can help.
Oh, well, aren't you confident? Let me give it a try then. Where's the input interface? Found it. Minecart pin, minecart wheel set, confirm. Just like that?
Beep, beep, beep. Request is being processed. Beep, beep, beep. Match successful. Initiating search for lost item. Minecart pin. Beep, beep, beep. Item found. Please commence search according to the Home Use Object Finder Safety Manual.
Ooh, that was cool. Reveal, activate Home Use Finder to reveal the direction of the hidden item.
Beep, beep, beep. As stated in the term beep, beep, beep. Potential target object detected.
Oh, that was easy.
Let me see. Yeah, we can make do with this part. This little machine isn't half bad. Beep, beep, beep. What's that? Is that a hint of respect for Findy?
How convenient. So, next time Don Hung gets lost, we can just use Findy to find him, right?
Beep, beep, beep. Biological life form search is currently not supported. If you have any questions, please call Interastral Peace Appliances.
Well, it was a good idea. Let's look for the next part.
Beep, beep, beep. Initiating search for lost item. Minecart wheel set. Beep, beep, beep. Item found. Please commence search according to the Home Use Object Finder Safety Manual.
Alright then. I feel like when she was like Don Hung getting lost, I feel like that's just March 7th getting lost and then blaming it on Don Hung.
Beep, beep, beep. Based on your search history, I recommend a humanoid beep, beep, beep.
Wait, you can see my search history?
Detected. The current search has concluded. Entering sleep mode.
How do we delete Findy's memory?
That's everything. You were a big help, Findy.
That... Just don't do that again, Findy. You don't want to be looking at that.
Beep, beep, beep. It was nothing. Interastral Peace Appliances, your most trustworthy companion. Beep, beep, beep. Current search complete. Entering sleep mode. Please recharge the Home Use Object Finder.
We're pretty lucky, huh? Without Findy, it probably would have taken half the day to find these parts.
Well, not that long, but that little machine definitely made it a lot easier. All right, let's go back and fix the minecart.
Are you gonna do it yourself?
Why wouldn't I? You've got to be self-reliant down here. Watch, you might learn something.
Repair! It just warps.
All right.
Choo-choo Charles, Honkai Star Rail confirmed.
Quick work. You know, I didn't think you guys had worked a day in your lives, but you know how to get your hands dirty.
The cart is about to depart.
March 7th, just breaking it right there.
The robots will have seized the road ahead by now.
Ooh, that's a big boy.
Whoa! Stop! Stop!
I was about to try and skip it too.
Right there.
That model. It's one of Svarog's lapdogs, all right. Don't be afraid. I've dealt with those robots before. Let's go.
Yeah, I was all ready to skip it too.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant.
Guess I have no choice. I was hoping one of them was weak to wind. No. Go ahead, lock on. I know what you do.
Move carefully.
Oh,
Time now.
I got confused with my buttons.
This
there.
song's just for you. Keep up. My tempo.
My turn.
Who'd they lock on? Dawn.
Right there.
Don
Will I
Hung.
give you a present?
Let's go.
Ah, darn.
Try that again.
Rules are made to be broken!
Break his kneecaps.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Turn up the volume.
This is our...
Batter up!
Ah, so close. I thought that was actually going to do it.
Step aside.
Look at that. What's back here? There's a chest. Oh, there we go.
Oh, shiny. Ooh, sparkly.
Collect that. Oh, done, huh?
Clemency?
I feel like we're getting close to a big battle, because I could kind of see a little bit of what was up ahead. So in the interest, I'm just gonna save the alts, just in case.
Past victories don't guarantee
Oh, maybe I was
future
wrong.
ones.
Seeing it up close, this vein's even more spectacular.
No, yeah, I was right. That looks like a
I
boss
doubt the
battle.
underground will ever see it fully excavated.
I'm just gonna... He's probably like, wait, no, I had one job. They let me guard for today. Don't run. No, you can't go that way.
This vein. So this is what everyone is fighting over. Mr. Sparrow.
Clara.
It's such a massive vein. I've never seen so much geomarrow before.
Calculating. Based on the average rate of excavation, this vein is enough to supply Belabod with 231 days of energy, with a margin of error of 7 days. I sense that your reason for summoning me is not the boring question. State your true intention, Clara.
Right. I wanted Mr. Svarg to see that many miners and vagrants have gotten hurt because of the vein. Can you help them?
I have already prevented the dispute and taken temporary control of the excavation zone. Evaluation result. In the event of no further variables, there will be no large-scale armed conflict within the next 30 days.
I know why you did it, Mr. Svarog. It's just, I don't think it'll be enough. The mining team and Wildfire. They don't understand your actions. If only we could do more for them.
My mission is the protection of the underworld. The trust of the minority sample is redundant to my calculations. Human behavior will always deviate from rational calculation, Clara.
He sounds like
As
one of the enemies
evidenced
in
by
Nier.
their presence here.
Farag! We haven't settled our final score.
Zila, subordinate to Wildfire. Your resistance is futile. The result of my calculation is unequivocal. Remaining in the underworld is the optimal strategy for survival.
This again. Calculation results, survival strategies. I haven't got time for your thesis. Withdraw your forces, or I'll lose my temper.
Observe, Clara. Even under abject conditions, humans are unable to avoid division and conflict.
But Mr. Svarog...
Human failure to accept the calculation result is a significant threat to the survival strategy of the underworld. Calculation complete. Result unequivocal. Armed suppression of Wildfire and their allies is the optimal course of action.
His robots don't seem too friendly.
What about the girl in red? That robot is gonna take her away.
We must leave, Clara. External variables have triggered a calculation reset. The furnace core hub requires protection.
Please, Mills. Don't hit them too hard.
Clara's so
I'm
nice.
bored of those minions. Time for a real fight. Come at me!
Seela's an adrenaline junkie, my word. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited.
Ready to lose
Should have waited to see what he did.
Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all.
Now
The
we can
truth
do
of
it.
Life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Boom.
Move carefully.
Perfect. I guess it wasn't all that bad.
Watch this! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome
Things
move.
are going well. Yeah, we almost got him down a quarter of his health. We'll use her Serval skill.
Turn up the volume.
Hey, look at
Told
that.
ya I could fight.
This is going really well. The sound design in this game is beautiful.
The truth of life and death. With this sanctuary is but a vision.
Ah, we almost got him. Wonder if this is it.
My tempo.
Almost. March 7th for the win. We stand March 7th here.
Phew. Not bad. How many of these big guys is Svarog hiding?
A lot, which is why Wildfire has never been able to take him down. Svarog's forces are too strong. We don't have enough firepower.
Why did Svarog leave?
Like I told you, that guy barely leaves his nest. It's rare to see him away from the furnace core. Even when he does appear, he doesn't stick around for long. He leaves everything to his subordinates. It might also have been because Clara was here, the little girl in red. She's best pals with Svarog, always following behind him. I guess I'm just used to seeing them together now, even if I don't understand it. Let's look for the chief.
No need to look far. Nice work, Zelo. We were attacked on both sides by robots. Who knows where they came from? We thought we were in it for the long haul.
Chief, is everyone okay? Is anyone injured?
We're fine. We're used to it at this point. We sent those pesky robots and ragtag troops packing. The mine should be quiet for a while. And, who are your friends here?
Ah, them. They're outsiders that Sample brought down from who knows where. They need a favor from Wildfire, so I brought them with me. It'll be faster if they explain.
Are you the chief? You're a hard man to find.
That's quite the tone to take on our first meeting. I won't forget you in a hurry. So, you went to all this trouble to
That's the
find
kid.
Wildfire.
That's the kid from the moles.
What help is it you need?
He's a spy.
I didn't know you'd put on a show for the overworld, too. Impressive.
Well, this is new. Wildfire can barely take care of the underworld. And now outsiders are looking for assistance from us. This Stellaron you speak of. Never heard of it. But if it's a secret that even we locals don't know about, then one name does come to mind.
Do you mean Kokolia?
The current Supreme Guardian is a liar who uses...
I was about to say if Sampo was the answer, I'd be very
She's never
concerned.
cared about our survival.
Stop right there. I won't allow you to insult the Madam Guardian.
This overworld, my words may be painful to you, but every one of them is true. Go out into the towns and hear for yourself. See how the people here suffer. I haven't gotten close to voicing the extent of the underworld's grievances, young lady. But I will respect your request. I will leave it at that for now. Let's get back to the main topic. The name that came to my mind was Svarog.
Huh? Isn't Svarog Wildfire's sworn enemy?
Why would a mere robot in the underworld have knowledge of important secrets?
Sworn enemy. Not how I see it. The young master here is closer. Svarog is a cold and unfeeling machine. He recognizes only the dead reasoning of his calculations. Svarog is not against Wildfire. Or perhaps I should say, Wildfire isn't even of concern to him. If you're looking to pick up a thread, he may well be your best source.
Is he really that old? He looks pretty new.
Don't judge a book by its cover. I myself have put a few centuries behind me. Would you be able to tell?
I'm familiar with over 20 long-life species. None of them look like you.
Hey, would it kill you to play along?
Robots don't forget. If Svarog hasn't heard of your Stellaron, then I'm afraid perhaps no one has.
In which case, we need to think of a way to convince Svarog to communicate with us.
Or get him to hand over his memory bank. We could go through it ourselves.
What should we do?
We've tried repeatedly to negotiate with Svarog, but he rejects every effort. He believes that Wildfire is a threat. Still, if it were you guys, it's difficult to say. We have time. Let's get into the details tomorrow. It's late, and you must have been through a lot. Go back to the town and rest. I'll make arrangements.
Again? I'm starting to get nervous of arranged rest on this planet.
As for our Silvermane girl here, do you have time? I'd like to talk with you in private.
All right. Well, you know what time it is. Because I think it's a completely new mission now, right? Like, that's not the same one we've been on. I'm pretty sure it's not. Either way, I think it's about time we grab our rewards from Pom Pom and see how lucky we are in grabbing a Jing Yuan from the pool. Claim, yay, look at that. Ooh. That's cute, I like that. Wait, he said, hold on, says he looks troubled. Pom Pom keeps on watering these plants day in and day out, so how can they be like this? According to the propagation manual, they should have bloomed within the past few days, but instead the leaves are all spotty. Something's obviously going on. Are they starting to mutate? Your own all-new species is pretty cool, no? Hey, you really think so? The databank has lots of records in it, actually, about brand new species. About how brand new species come about through this kind of genetic mutation. Hehe, don't tell me I'm about to invent an all-new species of plant, too. What should I call it? The Trailblaze plant. It's too similar to the function of this very express. If you could think about it, though, if it was cultivated on the Express, then perhaps it might be appropriate to name it after that. Thank you for giving me those ideas. If you get the time, come back and check in on the plants here. Wasn't really sure what that was, but alright. And we have a E2 Trailblazer. Attacking enemies with physical weakness restores the Trailblazer's HP equal to 5% of the attack. Interesting. And then it says we have something... Oh, achievements. Alright, let's do this. It's time. I don't... Oh, we can't do a whole lot, but... We'll do what we can. Where am I going? We have 3. Oh, wow. Oh, no. This isn't good. We do have 6 here, though. We'll do the 6 here. All right, here we go. Standard banner. Let's do this. I heard that the ticket changes color to like a rainbow color if it's a 5-star. I've never been able to see it. Like, I've tried many times to look, and I just haven't been able to see it. Maybe it's because I don't get too many 5-stars. And like, obviously you have to be getting a 5-star to see. I could go back and watch the footage of the stream and see that. Because then I could like go frame by frame and see it change color. So far these 7, or these 6 have not been too happy with me. But we're doing this to get the crap out of the way, you know? We do these polls, and hopefully it'll make all 3 of those limited banner polls really good. Preferably for one of them being Jing Yuan. Ooh! Now that's beautiful. Ooh, that might go on Serval. Nice. All right. Here we go. Wait. Can I? No. Okay. Let's just hope one of these is a 4. All right. We are on the correct banner. Verified we are on the correct banner. Here we go. I still couldn't tell if it would change color. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Alright. Change colors for me. I don't know if it did. I wish I knew. Wish I knew what to look for. Oh, it's purple. Maybe we'll get someone good. Oh, that's cute. Is that Abundance? I guess that would probably be for Natasha. I think she was Abundance. I don't know. It's probably obvious and I'm just not noticing it. I guess it doesn't matter. I think we can get one more because of that 4-star weapon that came through. I'm sure there'd be a reason to save these for something, but I don't really. Alright, here we go. Oh well. Alright. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else we could do. I mean, we did have this, but honestly don't know because we wouldn't get enough from that. So, what I'll have to do... Actually, let's... Oh, I can't because that's a story mission. I'm just planning for the next little bit of what we'll do. What is that? Find Arlen and listen to the space station's Star Echo remnants. Anyway, okay, so here's what I'm gonna try to do. I don't think I'll be able to. I was hoping maybe I would be, but yeah, does this go on Serval? Ooh. Oh, no, that's a good weapon. What does Serval have on her? I think, yeah. She gets that one. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to see what I can do about maybe getting some more Stellar Jade. I don't really think there's much I can do, and unfortunately I think we're gonna have to keep going through the story. So I'll debate on whether that means we'll actually be getting Jing Yuan, which sucks. It really sucks because I have his weapon, but who knows? Maybe it means I go for cause hold on, what does his weapon do? Maybe I'll give it to somebody in Erudition. After the wearer uses, they gain Somnus Corpus upon triggering a follow-up attack. It'll be consumed and the follow-up attack. Yeah, see, I don't really know who that would go good with. Because Herta's really the only one that does a successful follow-up attack. Because I don't think Serval's skill counts, does it? Yeah, it doesn't really count, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. If I had Clara, I think it would go really good on Clara. But yeah, I'll do some thinking. We'll figure it out. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for joining me on more Honkai Star Rail. Like I said, I'll be taking a bit of a break. I'll try to figure out how to get more Stellar Jade. And if I do, then I may actually have time to try. I'll probably do like a short little stream of just me spending whatever I have for Jing Yuan. Because I should have time for that. And even though I won't be streaming on my regular schedule, if it just so happens I do have time to like sit down and stream for a bit, I will. But for now, I don't. At least not for the foreseeable future, where I can guarantee that it won't get pushed back if I were to schedule it. So we'll just leave it at that for now. And then I'll be back in like 2 or 3 weeks from you seeing this video. And maybe dotted here and there, but I will be on Twitter, because I'm going to try to figure out how to get on Twitter and be better about that. So, let me take a sip. Ah, nice. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I'll see everyone soon, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see everyone later. Goodbye.